Hello, my name is Joseph and I am the founder of Gentleman's Armor. Together, we'll explore the world of tradition, craftsmanship, and quality. In today's video, we are going to talk about hats. What are the hats, the types of hats, and the history of the hats. Before we begin, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment and press the like button. It really gives us the strength to continue and explore the world of tradition, craftsmanship, and quality. The hat is an accessory used by men, women, and children and placed on the head either to protect them from the cold in winter or for aesthetic reasons, depending on the fashion of the time. Their use is also for religious reasons, as some religions require it. This type of hat was mainly preferred by lay professions and social classes, which over the years diversified and entered the life of the high social classes, the nobles and aristocrats, who used it mainly in their daily life and in various social occasions and activities. As we mentioned before, the flat cap is a timeless type of hat. Its main feature is the flexibility that characterizes it, as it can be worn with all clothes, whether with a shirt or with a suit, or with more everyday clothes such as a turtleneck, as a result of which it is the first choice for men's appearance. The history of the flat cap extends from the very old years and specifically from the 16th century, where it was then that it is started to become quite popular, as a result of which the men of that time have adapted their woolen version in their meetings in the church on Sundays or in any other event. Around the 1920s and 30s, the flat cap was assimilated as a basic accessory in the men's wardrobe and was now considered as an essential element in men's grooming that imparted style. The renaissance of the flat cap was achieved in the 1990s, as a large part of people of all economic classes had already incorporated into their daily lives. The choices in terms of patterns and fabrics that we can find it available are numerous, but each traditional version is made of wool and usually each pattern is checked, which gives it a refined, sophisticated stylistic look. This type of hat is its most elegant version as it exudes mystery, sophistication, and comfort, prestige, and respect on the wearer. Its original form was made to adorn women's heads. In the decade of 1920 and 30, the Duke of Windsor included it in a special male accessory, thus dominating the world market. The fabrics that the tailors use to make it are mostly natural, luxurious fabrics, such as wool and cashmere, but after special order they use hair or beaver hair. The front part of the hat is 6.5 cm and is made to protect the wearer's head from all weather conditions, rain, wind, snow, giving it a practical and comfortable fit. It is a hat that gives charm, properly combined with classic men's clothing for mainly formal appearances. However, it can also be used in more casual appearances. This type of hat is outwardly similar to the fedora hat. It is a variation of it, with the difference, however, that it differs in size. Its front part is comparatively smaller and has an upward slope. Its popularity started in 1920, where it was worn mainly by jazz musicians as well as Hollywood actors, but it continued its popularity until the 20th and 21st century. This type of hat is a formal accessory, born in Germany, usually made of wool wrapped with a white silk ribbon around it, which is made of strong materials and the edges are concave with an upward slope. The man who made it known was the King of England Edward VII, but the one who gave it worldwide popularity was former British Prime Minister Anthony Eden, who established it as a hat ideal for formal appearances, suitable combined with a suit and coat, while exudes an air of elegance, style, dynamism, and prestige. The hat has its origin at the end of the 19th century in England. It became popular among creative people, artists, writers, actors, musicians, and at the beginning of the 20th century they were popular with fans and participants of the games. Because the accessory sits tightly on the head and does not fall during movement, does not throw off the wind. Everywhere such small hats began to be worn in the late 70s, and this is facilitated by the possibility of using all seasons, a combination in a classic set, a casual style, in an informal way. Modern and confident men often prefer trilby, choosing it to create an elegant and at the same time restrained image of a successful man. The hat is always combined with a classic suit of monochrome or vertical striped fabric, and in autumn and spring a strict layer of wool will support an elegant look. Relaxed casual with the use of a coat hanger will receive a piece of elegance, harmony, and will look complete with a classic trousers, vest, plain shirt, tie or curlers, simple cloak, and short coat. The origin of this type of hat, as you can understand from its name, comes from the Tyrol of the Alps and is a special feature of traditional clothing that people used to wear mainly in traditional social events of their region as well. The main material used to tailor it is green felt with an increasingly thin top. Their whole appearance exudes a particularity compared to other types of hats, so we notice the existence of colored cord combined with a garland of flowers, feathers or brush. This brush is made from goat hair as well. This type of hat conveys the Tyrolean culture and is mainly suitable for beer festivals and various folk gatherings, and is also associated with alpine music. It was popularized by King Edward of Britain, who chose to adapt this particular style in order to show it off. The origin of Panama hat is Ecuador. The ultimate summer hat was born from the hands of the inhabitants of this country, who from the 1600s perfected the art of weaving tequila leaves into hats. In the period from 1800 to 1900, the demand for the fiber hat increased greatly, and its presence on a global level was increasingly evident, as it was present at events such as the California Gold Rush and the International Exposition in Paris in 1900. The quality of a Panama hat depends on the weave. The denser, the better the quality of the hat, and of course the higher the price. The most expensive Panamas are called Montecristis and have about 3000 braids per 2.5 square centimeters. However, the characteristics of the quality Panama hat have not changed since then. Very important remains the density of the weave, its light weight, and its ability to let the head breathe. Also, according to the experts, an original Panama hat is handmade, can be folded to be carried in a suitcase without losing its shape, while it also proves to be very effective in a sudden rain, since it prevents water from penetrating it. Generally, handicrafts are divided into three categories: the standard, fino, and super fino, which has more than 1,000 hours of work behind it. Also contains silk fibers. According to the people of Ecuador, a Panama superfino does not allow rainwater to penetrate it, and when rolled into a cylinder, it can pass through a ring. In conclusion, I would like to emphasize that whatever type of shape of hat you choose, in whatever color you want, your goal is to feel comfortable with this choice and to represent your personality, and not to choose it based on whether it is in fashion or because the majority of people wear them.